Here we go. Let's talk about the episode 6 of The Last Dance of the Chicago Bulls 1998 season. It started out in 1998 as they were playing their 78th game or something like that against the Orlando Magic. And of course, the Bulls win their 60th game, clinch a playoff spot. And then it goes to 93 and their 93 run, and they show the montage, the obligatory montage, it seems like, in this series. And so what ends up happening is they end up playing the New York Knicks, who take them to 6 grueling games in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the interesting part about that is the Bulls lose game 1, and Michael Jordan goes to Atlantic City to gamble. And the press gets a hold of it. The Bulls lose game 2. All of a sudden, the Bulls are down 2-0, and this becomes the whole vocal point of the story. Excuse me. And so the Bulls go home, tie the series at 2, and then in game 3, they're up by 1 with 20 seconds left, and it was like a team swarm defense where they didn't let the ball go, and they win it by a 1 point game, take a 3-2 series lead, and close it out in Chicago. And if you're enjoying this content, you can subscribe, hit that notification bell to join the Naughty Squad. And then we go to their playing Phoenix in the NBA Finals. But then they go into the 1993 season again, where they're talking about his book, the Jordan Rules book. And Jordan says himself that they need controversy, they need a selling point for the book. The book can't be boring. So he just ignores it. And even the reporter who wrote the book said, the station asked me to stay home for a week and just to cool things down. But that's beside the point. Michael got caught paying a gambling debt of $57,000, I think he said. And he tried to play it off as a loan, but it was later revealed in a deposition that it was to help pay off a loan. And then so they go to the Sun series, and the Bulls win the first game by 10 points. They win the second game by 3 points, and they're up 2-0 on the Suns in 1993. And this is with Charles Barkley MVP, by the way. And there's a line in this episode where Jordan is just, yeah, I was a little upset that Charles got the MVP, but I was like, okay, you can have this, but I'm going to go get this. And of course, in game 3, everybody remembers the great triple overtime game that the Suns won 129-121. And Jordan's just putting up phenomenal numbers here. And then Jordan and the Bulls win game 4 to go up 3-1. And then the Suns win game 5. And there's your 3-2 series lead. And the Bulls needed a last second shot by Johnny Paxton. This is the one where they're down by 2, I think. Paxton hits the 3 at the end. The Suns inbound the ball, miss the half court shot. The Bulls win the title. And Jordan's just exhausted doing all his post game interviews and things. And he just, there was a moment there where he just took a deep breath and said, "Can I just sit here for a moment? Do I have to do anything else?" And so he was able to relax a little bit. Then it goes back to 1998, where they say the Bulls finished with a 62-20 record in an 82 game season. And then it was announced that they would draw the New Jersey Nets. But I want to get into what Mike thought because this is the first time in the documentary where they're just like, it was too much for Mike almost. He was exhausted after going to the finals for 3 straight years. And also, just the fact that he admits himself that if he could go back and do it again, he wouldn't want to be a role model, said Mike, because it's a game that's stacked against you that you can't win, meaning you got to be perfect every second of every day. And if you're not, people will pounce on you. And that's what happened. He went to Atlantic City. He said he was back by 12:30, 1 o'clock, whatever. But all that being said, it's Mike's personal life. And there's even another clip where he's asked, "Do you think you have a gambling problem?" And Mike's just, "No, I don't think that I do, because my kids would be starving, my wife would be starving, I'd be broke, we'd be homeless, all this other stuff." And he just flat out came to the realization that he didn't want to do it. And there's the other typical bull stuff of like how it all came together. Jerry Krause got another tongue lashing to the media, and Jordan was just more or less focused in this episode on the things that he really had to go through, whether it be his gambling issues, his arguing with his teammates, and his overall demeanor. And they asked him, is it relief or is it joy? And he said it's a little bit of both because now I'm done. Now I don't have to do this. I've done it 3 times. And like the Bulls were so dominant during that 3 year period that Mike was exhausted and didn't know what to do. So that is pretty much what it is. This was very interesting from an off the basketball perspective. And to go back and think about how good that Knicks team was, how good that Suns team was with Johnson, I think it was Johnson, Ainge, and Barkley, and how much they pushed the Bulls to where they needed to be. Anyway, that's episode 6. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, tell your friends, and until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money, and Mamba out.